stupid thing. This guy's a idiot. Honestly, I tell you something, guys. You know,
real idiot. Who does that?
I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna encourage people to kill anyone, yeah. But if you're ever gonna kill anyone, please don't write a book about it. Do you know what I mean? Christian, so tell me about, what got you here, bro. How did we end up doing this?
Well, to be honest with you, doing this videography, and how could I make myself brand more? And I saw you on Snap. You was posting about your house and properties. So tell me about your properties. How's it going? And
I've been running property business. Sometimes keeping some of the properties, renting them out. Some of them just selling them for a profit.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been good,
Because Because come on, bro, you got that talent, man. Like, committed, you know what I mean, and discipline, and that will take you somewhere, regardless. Because people see when a young person's like this, like, how did he do it? It's your commitment and drive, and you've been posting some nice houses. So I want to video for you, you know what I mean, and one thing led to the other.
I can't believe we're here, at last, somehow we got together.
You son of a bitch.
But here we are, man.
Yes,
good to see you, bro.
Yes. And
now back to your regularly scheduled program.
first topic of tonight, and everyone loves sports. So let's give a round of applause for sports.
Yes, one more.
Go on. And you're a sports fan, and I want to ask you, what's happening with football? And you're a Man U fan, right? Am I correct?
Yeah, to be honest, it's a difficult time being a Man United fan.
Tell the people about it. What's going on?
Because it's been 10 years they haven't won a trophy.
10 years?
Jesus Christ.
They haven't won a trophy. The club's all over the place.
Players are everywhere.
Everywhere, the players.
Is it the management team, or is it the club, or is it the owner?
It can't be the managers anymore. The owners are careless, but the managers definitely not the problem.
So it's the players.
It's 100% the players. Even if they got a new manager, it's not going to change anything.
Alex Ferguson, he done well back in time. Back in time.
Ferguson, when he was around, it was a different club. Now it's just a whole new era where you get a 20-year-old coming in, getting paid 150 grand a week.
And they're not performing as Man U.
Because you're pretty much giving these kids what they want at such an early age, so they haven't got the urge to go out there and work hard. Make a name for themselves.
Do you think it's the influence of the money that's like the fame is much more stronger compared to players back in, or is it the same, or what is it? What is making these players not play as performers compared to players when, like, say, a decade, 10 years ago?
Yeah, the players, they have a way of don't go their way. They don't really respond well to being criticized.
Yeah.
Back in the day when you used to get players like Ronaldo himself, gigs.
Would there ever be a player like Ronaldo for Man U, or is it?
Oh no, I mean they've got nobody.
Or every player is just they're not relevant. They're not doing nothing.
To compare them to Ronaldo would be unfair, but I would say, not even the bare minimum. They're not performing at any level right now, which is quite a bit of a problem.
So what do you think is going to take Man U in terms of going to the Premier League?
This year is going to be a disaster.
It's going to be
an absolute disaster. Yeah. We all know this, but it's just they're just prolonging it.
Do you think other Man U fans will think the same way you're thinking, or they're thinking, we still have a chance? Because it's like it's that belief when you're a strong Man U fan.
As a fan, you're always going to be hopeful. As a fan, you're always going to be looking forward to something. You're always going to be like, next year. But they've been saying next year for the last 10 years. They've been saying next year for the last 10 years. This is the problem. The club's philosophy is just incorrect. The club's not ambitious. the board, the whole director level, just shambles, to be honest.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I apologize. Yeah. So next topic would be in sports would be.
And now back to your regularly scheduled program.
Boxing, and in terms of boxing, we got the YouTubers fighting, and we got KSI versus Tommy Fury. What's your opinion on that? Do you think they're making a joke out of it? Do you think it's an interesting fight, or should they fight, or just what's your thoughts? Do you agree on them fighting?
I mean, to be honest, initially when the YouTube guys came into the scene, I remember Jake Paul,
Yeah.
Logan Paul, and all these guys, they came around. It was a joke back then, but since then they've become better.
Yeah.
In boxing, they definitely have proved something. That okay, they created noise because they wanted the clout, which got them the money. But it's crazy to see that YouTubers are boxing and they're getting paid way more than actual boxers who put their entire life in it. And it just shows you the power of boxing compared to other sports. For example, something like that could never happen in football. You couldn't get a YouTuber coming onto the football.
Oh no way!
Try
They won't perform in the same league.
to perform.
They do this charity football game. Yeah, I don't know if you ever seen them do charity football. Do you think you have the skills capability to even play against them, or do you think? I know you for shots. Yeah, you're known for the deadly shots.
To be honest, considering the level of the game I've played, I don't want to say too much right now. But
nickname Roberto Carlos shot.
Yeah. I think shots were definitely one of my best attributes. But I'll be honest with you, a charity game, I could hold the charity game, but
60 minutes, can you handle it? 60.
I'm good. I think after that I'll probably struggle. Yeah, my fitness is probably really poor right now. But honestly, the actual game itself, if you're a footballer itself, you gotta be fit all the time. You gotta eat the right stuff.
And stamina and food. Yeah, stamina, food, sleep. This is discipline. Like, you have to eat the correct food.
Absolutely. The thing is about football, like I said, it takes the life out of you. And I played the game at semi-pro level, and it was intense back then, but professionals, I'll be honest with you, these guys.
Remind me, what country are you from again?
I'm Afghan.
Is there any Afghani teams that's around? Are there?
To be honest, football is not really a big sport in Afghanistan.
Yeah.
Do
you think if they had a team there, it would help out, to push forward?
Yeah. I mean, they actually beat India in the South Asia Cup, something like that.
Okay.
A couple of years ago. But the actual main sport of the country, the two things: cricket, which they beat Pakistan 3 days ago, which was a big win, and there's a lot of cage fighters.
Yeah,
we've got fighters in
UFC. Oh yeah,
yeah,
when they come.
Yeah. That's the sport of the country,
You guys are strong as fuck, man. It's like it's like your bulletproof. It's like you're not made of metal, Terminator.
Yeah, Afghans. That's just the country's, I would say, national sport. To be honest. Cage fighting, not very much boxing, to be honest, but cage fighting, MMA.
I'm sure if they pursue to boxing, there's definitely.
I think boxing just needs to be more promoted, because right now cage fighting is a huge thing in Afghanistan. There's a lot of fighters. I think something like 175 fighters in Europe and America in different leagues, such as UFC.
Yeah.
What was it called? The Bellator or whatever?
Yeah, the Vito Bellator or something like that.
Something like that. Yeah, there's a lot of them competing in the Russian competitions and stuff.
Jesus, they're known for
MMA. Is a big thing in Russia.
Grappling. They're known for grappling.
Grappling, yeah. So that's what's happening. Yeah, Afghanistan. Hopefully,
we'll get into more deep into the the stories and that later on later on. So the next topic would be celebrities, and we all know celebrities. I want to ask your views on what do you think of the Tupac killer. He's still roaming around. He got arrested. We heard he got arrested.
I think this guy is an idiot. He's a right mug. Because he went around for so many years. It was not obvious that this guy's killed Tupac. It was hidden, and then he wanted to get known for it. He wanted to get the fame. He wanted fame, but in the wrong way.
Do you think
famous by being the guy who killed Tupac?
I heard he even made a book What the
Yeah.
fuck?
Yeah,
Pardon my
literally,
language,
the guy-
but he made a book. Who?
yeah, bro. I mean, he made a book about it, but initially he started with a few interviews here and there because he
Yeah.
used to say
With,
it.
Black TV.
I think so, something like
Yeah.
that. He went on an interview. He actually had a lawyer with him at the time, and because he knew that if he says anything wrong, he would want the lawyer to step in and say, "Yo, you can't say that." You know?
Okay.
But
Present with him with every interview or just recently?
I think the interview happened in 2018,
Okay.
and then another
Interesting.
interview happened in 2019.
Amazing.
So and then after the interview in 2018 and 19, nothing happened. No arrest was made. The police never
But
approached
don't you
him.
think it's really a mysterious deal that like there's no
No,
one
I think
that
it was a
what's
smart
going
move
on?
by the police. The police wanted to stay quiet, let this guy talk more and more because he was getting comfortable. Every single time he came forward, he said something about the killing of Tupac, and nobody did anything. The
So
police
you
never got
believe
involved.
the FBI think they wanted to collect enough evidence.
Exactly. So at that stage, he waited a year, 2 years, nothing happened.
Yeah.
And this guy's a fucking idiot. Honestly, I tell you something, guys. You know,
Real idiot. Who does that?
I'm not gonna say if you're gonna, I'm not gonna encourage people to kill anyone. Yeah? But if you're ever gonna kill anyone, please don't write a book about it. Do you know what I mean?
Take UK artists like the drill, you call them the drillers, so-called drill artists,
drill
young
artists.
youths, they snitching on themselves. What do you think of that? I'm like, my opinion is like
Same
that is
thing,
crazy.
bro.
You
Like
know, you
writing a book, going on a music video, and, boasting about who you stabbed or who you shot. Not a smart thing to do, bro. Fucking stupid.
youths, like the youths in the UK, the drill artists or whatever, they convict themselves by saying words in their rap songs and everything. They snitched on themselves. What's going on with that? Like, what's going on? People are just making their problem open out. No holding back.
That's the problem because of the soft law that we have in this country.
Yeah.
A lot of these criminals are getting arrested, going in prison, probably do in a couple of months.
Yeah.
In prison, do a bit of community service, and then they're out. And once these guys are out, some of them they'll go back and commit even worse crimes.
And now back to your regularly scheduled program.
Conspiracies. In terms of conspiracies, you are a flat earther believer or?
Nah. I mean, I don't even know who actually came up with this, the whole flat Earth thing. But honestly, guys, the Earth is not fucking flat. Please get real. Get real. I mean, fair enough. I've never been to the space to see the Earth, but please, the Earth is not flat. It irritates me because I actually met people who are truly convinced that it is flat,
Yeah.
and they'll be waffling about how it's flat. And I'm thinking, all right, then where's the edge of the Earth? Show me the edge where you'll fall. No one's ever seen it,
It's true.
So yeah, that's just.
How about ghosts? Do you believe in ghosts?
I believe in jinns, not ghosts.
Yes, they're jinns.
Jinns, yeah, they're in the Quran, so yeah, I believe in them.
Have you ever met one? Seen one?
Nah, fuck that, bro. Fuck that.
Okay. Someone's out there having an agenda to change the narrative of people how they think, or do you think it's everything starts at home, or is it your friends that influence you to what you're gonna be putting out there in the world, like all
Could
lots of
be,
people?
to be honest, to speak generally, it could be a lot of things, because it could be bad friends, it could be a difficult upbringing, certain behavior.
Mhm.
But it just depends what we're talking about precisely. But I think, bad friends could influence you in a very wrong
You
way.
reckon
I've had all sorts of people in my life, growing up.
Yeah, where did you grow up?
And I grew up in Northwest London,
Okay.
and
Was it people?
there's parts in Northwest London that are proper no-go zones.
Yeah,
Like
definitely
the
agree.
Halsden, the Grant Park, and a
Oh,
lot of places that
when you hear them, Grant
Yeah.
Park.
and the Halsden. And,
Oh,
but again, it's just depending on you. It depends. If you're the type of person who likes that sort of
yeah.
drama, who likes that sort of trouble, then you'll get yourself in trouble.
Or that energy. Do you think they're possessed by jinns?
Nah, I think
There's a
can.
possibility,
Who knows? Who knows, bro?
But that's going towards the religious aspect of it. And you're Muslim, right?
Yeah, I'm a Muslim. Yeah, I'm a born-bred Muslim. Yeah.
Okay, so you think this country should go to the direction of more of Islam? What?
Drugs are bad. You shouldn't do drugs. If you do them, you're bad. Because drugs.
I think this country should
More of a Muslim approach, Islamic approach.
I think we have
learn certain laws in this country.
Yeah, I think everything religion in this country is good enough right now.
Yeah.
And we want to maintain it the way it is. There are countries that are not far, let's say France, for example, where they ban the hijab and they forcefully ban stuff. And
I've seen some of them. I'm like, what the?
Yeah, I believe that everybody should be given the option of living how they want to live.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't think anyone should be forced to wear a scarf, and I don't think anybody should be forced to remove their scarf. I mean, there are women who are being oppressed from both sides.
Yes.
So unfortunately, it's like that in France. But I don't think it will ever be like that in the UK because this country has different values.
I've seen some crazy things that's happened in France. I saw Iron Man in France. What's Iron Man doing there?
I don't know. What was that all about?
The riots. I saw Iron Man, Captain America. The whole Avengers are there.
But I do. Let me tell you one thing about the French. I do like the French. The one thing about the French people, they fight for their rights.
Yes.
The French people, they're actually, when they don't like the riots that happened last time, that lasted weeks.